Other interesting political news, the House voted yes to condemn Kamala Harris' handling of the southern border, which interestingly enough, the mainstream media is saying, oh yeah, she was not in charge of that. No, no, no. She's never the border czar. Oh, thankfully for platforms like X, we know that. In fact, oh yeah, there's great numerous articles where you have juxtaposition of the old articles from 2020, 2021, and you have videos of Biden saying, oh yeah, I'm going to put you in charge. Come on, I'm going to put you in charge of the border. You're going to fix it, it'll be good. Come on, man. It, in fact, was not good. She did not fix anything. Quite the antithesis. She made it infinitely worse. And in fact, probably it was by design. Now, this brought to us thanks to Libs of TikTok on X Twitter. They say, quote, wow, the House just voted to condemn border czar Kamala Harris's handling of the southern border. 6 Democrats voted with Republicans. And then there's a nice infographic. It says, again, this is condemn Biden administration border policy and Kamala Harris on agreeing to the resolution as amended. In terms of the yeas, you have 213 Republicans saying yay, 6 Democrats saying yay for a total of 219. And then the nays coming in at 196 Democrats total. No, for once, Republicans actually voted all together. But they also have the no votes because they're lazy or sick, one of the two. Or they just don't want to abdicate from their job. So, yeah, one of the rare times the Republicans actually united and did something. Though, I should not get ahead of myself because it didn't really do anything. All this is just a fancy way of saying we don't like this. We don't agree with this. We don't like this. It's not. There's no fiscal penalty. I mean, there's no jail. I mean, there's really no negative consequences. It's just PR, which again they do on the left and the right. But they just go pretty viral. Got 1 million views and 61,000 likes. One of the first comments coming from Paul Zupa saying, "quote Congress has spoken. Border czar Kamala Harris caused the border crisis. She needs to drop out immediately and resign." Getting 2.2 thousand likes. I don't know what the New York, or rather the Las Vegas odds are for that to happen. I would think probably very, very low. You also have Make America Sane Again, in which they tweet, so what does this actually accomplish? Serious question if someone can answer it. Getting 627 likes, which, yeah, nothing. Posturing, they get maybe some campaign commercials out of it. Golden Six says this is huge. They won't be able to pretend she never was now. Getting 1,000 likes. You have Kevin Thomas saying, this is how real change happens. Thank God for those individuals with morals. Getting 652 likes. See here. Craig Chamberlain says, quote, Kamala Harris is probably going to come out with, quote, strong against the border now that she's experiencing criticism on how poorly it was handled from the Biden-Harris presidency. We can't let the memory hole of how poor of a job they did in the past 3.5 years. Got 363 likes. Julia says, Dems joining the Republicans wasn't on my bingo card. Getting 632 likes. And again, that being said, some of them are in contiguous states. There are many purple states in the U.S. where they could go left or right. They could go either way. So on average, those folks are usually more moderate. Or if the state is slightly right-leaning, then they will deviate from the Democratic Party. See it every once in a while. Going down more and more. See, there's any contrarian statements here. Moderate to severe says, what does condemnation get you? Getting 75 likes. Oscar Herrera says, I'm not surprised 6 Democrats voted. This is an issue that affects all Americans, getting 102 likes. So Truth Warrior says, now let's make the information viral, getting 44 likes. Paratrooper Brady says, this won't do anything, getting 41 likes. Here. Namo, again, says, Kamala's first ad in 2044 election. Oh, what's this?
Your own body.
Pride flags, hardly any white men, Trump mugshot featured. Abortion. I'm starting to feel good about our odds. Don't be a fool. Never underestimate your opponent, whether it be in politics, business, or sports balls. Never underestimate your opponent. Because again, she has a lot of money that's being, she apparently raised $81 million in the first 24 hours. And again, every tech company is going to be supportive of her campaign. We've seen it happen once before. It shan't be the last. There's a lot of things on her side. There are many people who will vote for her just because she is a woman. Ironically, a lot of those women that will vote for her because she's a woman cannot actually tell you what a woman is by definition, but nevertheless, they will vote for her just because of that. And yeah, in terms of it is fascinating, the Trump mugshot being featured. But fascinatingly enough, both sides of the political aisle use the same exact picture to raise copious amounts of campaign funds. It is kind of interesting to see, the same thing, but totally different perspectives, and both raising a record amount of capital. Going down more and more, Florida 1 says this will not make a difference. Who do we thank for this brilliance? Getting 25 likes. Which, yeah, I don't think, maybe a commercial or two. I'm not sure how much attention it will really get. A lot of people doing the videos of Kamala saying how everyone needs to end up in the same place, which is communism. So yeah, it was an interesting it was an interesting move. It got into the news cycle for like got some people talking about it. I mean, I think in terms of political impact, I think a better move on the chessboard was recirculation of all the videos of her talking about how she wants everyone to end up at the same place, as well as the videos of her where they actually have evidence showing that she was in fact in charge of the border, because one of the biggest narratives that we've heard lately is that, oh no, that never happened. Don't believe your lying eyes. That she was never in charge of the border. What are you talking about? That was some other guy. Yeah, about that. Thankfully, we do have video evidence as well as, original screenshots, as well as the Internet Archive that prove, no, she in fact was in charge of the border. That was one of the very, very few things Biden said he assigned her in terms of, here's a job to do something. So the very, very, very few things she was responsible for, he seemingly failed by every metric. So I think this will be one of the biggest issues when it comes to this presidential election. It's obviously going to be the border, it's going to be immigration. Now, in terms of this House resolution or this House condemnation, a little posturing. Maybe they'll get a couple campaign ads. I don't think it'll be the biggest impactful thing to happen with this topic. But let me know. I mean, do you think this is a big deal? Do you think that this will be do you think they'll really run this in campaign ads a lot? Will it sway any people in the middle or have someone on the left go on the right? Or just let me know in the comments, because as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you can click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or a comment is a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make the show better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe and fight the good fight.